නුඹ ළඟ විය කුණුවේ මගේ හැඟුමන් අරුංගල් නෙරියේ විත කෙල්ල ඇඟිලි නියරත් පැහැ කෙල්ල අසිතරේ කානෙත් කෙල්ල I'm moving on. It's been too long. හිත ළඟම දැවටෙනා උරු පෙමක පැටලෙනා නුවනාරි මනහාරි සුකුමාලි නුඹ තමා.
Since your debut album, I see a lot that's been happening these days. You've been associating yourself with some major international names. Let's talk about that.
That's a very broad question.
Yeah. So I see Sean Paul and
Yes.
Maya.
Well, so I would say let's start from like 2021.
Yeah.
That was when Manike happened.
Yeah.
I guess the journey after that has been amazing. I've learned a lot. I think we both have learned a lot in terms of music and how the industry works.
Right.
Recently, I've been able to collab with Edward Maya, Sean Paul with the Out of This World, yes,
Right.
World Cup
Yeah.
song.
Diamonds in the rough that have the shape of idle hearts. I wish I knew.
And a lot of Indian artists as well, like Jubi Nautiyal, Tony Kakkar, Amit Trivedi, Karan, and many more that's in the pipes as well.
වරේ හමන සුළඟ සේම හිතගතින් මෙමත කිසියා සන සන වද යලි මා හැරදමා.
And Dilanjan, where, with your expertise and knowledge from the US, you'll be able to transform, I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, transform Yohani into this global brand. What was the secret? Because a lot of people are trying that. I see a lot of people failing.
Well, so I think we have to go back to 2018 when we first started the label. The focus was, or rather, what we were trying to understand was why we haven't seen local talent break through to the mainstream first.
Right.
Mainstream stages in Sri Lanka first, and then why not international?
Right.
So we started out auditioning people. I think I've gone through 1,500 odd artists auditions. We ran through multiple press kits, brand kits, catalogs. What we found out there was that there is a lack of structure here in Sri Lanka especially to develop an artist. So the label focused on development part of it initially. But doing that, we focused, while there were about 20 to 25 artists, we obviously focused on about 7 artists more.
Okay.
And I think Yohani was one of those artists who stayed the course. Now obviously there were pushback from society, there were in terms of like this home situation, pushbacks, all of that were happening.
Okay.
Yohani was a few of those people who stayed the course.
Sometimes you have a track and then you have a music video would sort of give a boost to that track. Does that play a key role in a track being more popular?
Yes, I think music video. So what we have to understand is, end of the day, is entertainment.
Yes.
Whether it's a song or film, it's entertainment, and we are used to consuming content a certain way. And if you don't give that way, like if the quality of the video is bad, obviously you're not going to watch it.
Right.
This applies across the board for artists as well. But the reason for it being not up to standard is, I think, twofold. One is obviously the budgets and who's investing in it.
Right.
Then the correct teams. Sometimes artists are too involved in the process of making that happening without trying to go and talk to a proper director.
Right.
So I think if that was like, if the artist has an understanding of, okay, this is the structure I need, this is the team I need, then maybe this might get pushed, the envelope might get pushed. But there are certain artists who are doing great work with music.
Okay.
But unfortunately, they lack the marketing teams to push it to the mainstream.
You're my paradise, running in my veins is the color of waves. I'll be coming home, light years or more can't keep me away.
How is, like just jumping tracks now, how is your, feeling been when you work with people like Edward Maya and Sean Paul and then the T20 World Cup? You seem to be going up and up and up.
For some reason, even like I've done the few collabs in India,
Right.
and now these few collabs with Sean Paul, Edward Maya, Aliva, and all these artists. I always keep going back to where I first started.
Right.
That's my pub shows,
Okay.
because I've realized that it's the same thing. It's really the same thing, but just bigger.
Okay.
Like the work is bigger, there's management, there's labels, there's so many other things, but
Right.
the core of it is the same thing.
Okay.
And that makes me going back to like my pub shows really helped me navigate whatever I'm doing with all the bigger artists
Right.
right now, so that I stick to my creative process and thought process. So the feeling is, I would say, the same
Okay.
in terms of my music and how I work on my music. It's just on a bigger scale.
Okay.
ඉතින් ආදරේ පතාල තැබුණේ ඔබේ නමින් සිතින් වේදනා දෙදී මියදුනේ.
And what are you looking at ahead? I know you're talking about more tracks, more albums. Collaboration-wise, who are we looking at? Is there something that you can put out there? Some names that you want to put or you don't want to?
I'm not too sure. I might get like a
Okay.
paper written.
Publicist. On the publicist.
I
Yeah.
understand. Okay.
But there are some amazing, really cool tracks that's coming up.
Okay.
And I've been excited for some of it. It's just taking a little bit of time because I'm trying to come to Sri Lanka and then go back
Travel
to
up
India
and down,
and Dubai. So that whole traveling process takes a lot of time.
Okay.
But this year, everyone will hear a lot of music.
නුඹ ළඟ වියකුණුවේ මගේ හැඟුමන් මත් කරවන දෙනෙතක